What's up guys, back here again to show you a very interesting sensor today. We might need this in our practical life also. Let's just back to that. So you see an image, there's a plant, and is that the soil is normal here? Well, the soil seems too much dry, so what will happen? The plant will gonna die maybe after 1 or 2 days. So can you guess what need to be done at this situation? If you think that yeah, we can give water on here, you're correct. So at that situation we can water the plant, so the plant will keep alive. But do you know that there's also a drawback of giving too much water on the plant also might die. So we also have to keep balance that the water is not that much or the soil is not too much dry. Now we cannot always check that soil with our hand because that's not possible or taking too much time. So do you think Arduino can help you in this issue or any sensor? So yes, there's a sensor of Arduino and it's known as moisture sensor. Well, moisture is the dryness of the soil. So this sensor helps us to detect is there enough water on the soil or not, and when it need to be water on the plant or not. So the things will automatically let you know that yeah, the soil is too much dry now, you have to give water on the plants, kind of like this. Very interesting, right? So I will show you how we can get the value from the moisture sensor with the help of Arduino and do it practically. So that you can also implement this to your regular life and even in your personal project. So without further anything, let's start it. Let's see what are the components we need for the moisture sensor project. This is Arduino and it's how the moisture sensor looks like. This helps to detect the moisture from the soil. And yes, for connecting the sensor, we need a cable. And lastly, we need our Arduino cable to upload our code. So we have seen the component list. Now let's check for the circuit diagram and so how we can connect the sensor. So here you can see there are 3 legs of the moisture sensor, and VCC ground and AO, that known as analog pin out. So simply like our earlier projects, we will connect the VCC to the 5 volt and the ground to the ground. And the AO pin should be connected to the analog of A0 to A5. Anywhere you can connect. So that's all. It's pretty simple today, the connection. So now let's do it in practical. From the right, we have our VCC, then the ground, and next to that is our analog pin. So now we are connecting our wire. So the blue wire should goes to the 5 volt of Arduino, the green wire will goes to the ground of Arduino, and the yellow wire should goes to the analog pin, which is A0. Here you can see the connections. We have connected the blue to 5 volt, the green to ground, and the yellow one to A0. So that's all for connection. It's pretty simple. Now it's time to upload the code and see what moisture sensor give us values. So as we are done with our connection of the moisture sensor with the Arduino, it's time for uploading the code. So here this is our code of moisture sensor. At line number 1, we just declared our sensor pin to A0 of Arduino analog read, and this serial print ln will be something that will show us at the serial monitor I explained earlier classes, and this void loop will continuously print the value of moisture sensor we get from the water or the soil. So that's pretty straightforward here. So now let's just compiling, and if is check if there is any error. So it's done compiled, no error. Now let's upload the code. it's done uploading. So now let's go to the serial monitor and see what it shows. So here right now you see it's reading from the sensor. The moisture, it's minus 59, minus 60%, minus 61%, it's increasing. Now let's check how it reacts when we bring some water. And yes, the sensor. So right now I'm taking this moisture sensor to the water, and if you see the changes in the value, now the moisture goes to positive 51, and when we're moving the sensor, now it's turned to 31, 21, 7%, 1%. That means there's enough water, no more moisture on there. So that's pretty awesome. It's working. Now we can make our plants automated so that it's not gonna dry. So that's all.